Hello, kids. Let's watch some cartoons.
When you think the word indie animation, what's the first thing that pops up in your head? Maybe Digital Circus, Hazbin Hotel, or even Lackadaisy for anyone that has a very good taste in hidden gems. But the thing I'm trying to get on is why is smaller productions doing better than bigger productions? Let's say Glitch Productions is doing better than Disney's productions. Why is Glitch better than Disney? Well, I'm here to answer some truth. So big companies like Walt Disney's is a very big company. It's very well established back in like the 1940s, 1930s. I don't know how long it is, but yeah, it's very long as well as its competitors. They're a very big company. They're big, scary companies that will do anything. They will try to censor things. They will try to control things. They will try to make you buy their stuff and stuff. The whole thing that big companies do. They do stuff in order to get your money. But the thing with smaller indie productions, they're like more relatable to you guys because they're the little guys. They're the ones that have to fight off pays and stuff like that. Since they're small, they have to do a lot of things in order to be more successful. So like Glitch Productions, obviously they're not the biggest company, but they are a company that is getting money because you know why? They're the little guys. They're the little guys that started from a small production, a smaller budget than Disney per se, and they obviously relate to us because, of course, if they can do, why can't we? So that's why many people like them these days because they started off at the bottom basically and then they rose to be the empire that they are right now. But the reason why we don't like Disney, the reason why we don't like Illumination and other companies such as Disney is because they have the materials, they have the employees, the writers, the budget, they have everything in their powers to create masterpiece. But the reason why they don't have, the talent, the charm to it is because they're not trying to be something as good as they once were. Like, why Ratatouille and Incredibles and other films such as those are successful? It's because they tried to be something special. And the reason why Into the Spider-Verse was so special is because why? They tried to make something amazing. They made something original. Well, maybe not original, but at least something original material. They made something that wasn't like puppeted by the companies to restrict them from their freedoms. And the reason why indie production is called indie is because it's independent. They're an independent company. There's no restrictions. There's no puppeting, there's no controlling the strings of their workers. Of course, they do have to manage something to make some story, of course, but yeah, it's independent. They have more free will than bigger companies. And I'm not trying to sound like a window licker or anything, is because I love Amazing Digital Circus not because it's an indie production, it's a small production. It deserves every view, which it does. It's only because that it's independent. They're not trying to scam you or anything of making bad stuff. I mean, of course, they have some flaws to it. Everyone has flaws. Not everyone is perfect. But the reason why bigger companies shouldn't be with many flaws is because they have a big company, big money, big budget, big employees, and they should try to make something amazing, yet they fail to do so as indie productions. And I have to add this, just because something is indie doesn't mean it's always good. Like, for example, indie is always, an independent company, and sometimes they can be greedy, of course, but they have to make something good substance in order to earn that, greed. And while I do love the Amazing Digital Circus and other companies such as that, there's some companies that are known to be pretty greedy. And I'm mostly talking about, like, the Garden of Banban? Well, that's an indie productions, and just because it's indie productions, that doesn't mean it's not anything special. Like, the game is pretty flawed, the game is very well known to be pretty bad, and I will inevitably talk about Garden of the Banban, so here I'm doing it right now. So folks, that will be the end of this video. I really hope you understand that indie production isn't always the best, but it's probably better than the bigger companies. And I'm not saying that we have to overthrow Disney or overthrow Illuminations or something like that, which I would love to see, the fall of Disney, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Big companies bad, smaller companies good. Make of that of what you will, and I'll return to my coffin. Goodbyes.